So welcome again. Today we'll take up the chapter number 3 of class 6 math. The chapter's name is playing with numbers. Okay. So first of all we will have the introduction of this chapter, and in the introduction we will talk about the factors. Okay. Factors. So what are the factors? First of all we will understand what are the factors. Then we'll tell you what factors are there. Okay. So in the book there is example that six marbles are there. Six marbles are there, and there and these six marbles, how they can be arranged. So this is the problem, and the way these are to be arranged, those will be the factors. Okay. So first we can arrange these in the one column as six, like this: 1 2 3 4 6. So how many columns? One. And how many rows? Rows are six. Okay, rows are six. So one column and six rows we can write like this, and there are total marbles. So there are six rows. This is six rows and one column. So we can write this as 1 cross 6. So 1 and 6 are the factors here. Okay. We means denote the factors like this, that how many rows can be there and how many columns can be there. So the both make up, and that make up as a factors. Okay. This was the one way of representation, and then the second way of representation can be like this. We make it in three rows and two columns. So here are three rows and two columns. Okay. So we can write this as 2 multiplied by 3. Okay. So 3 is row and 2 is the column. Okay. So we can say 2 and 3 are the factors. Okay. 2 and 3 are the factors of what? 6. Okay. So earlier we have seen 1 and 6 are the factors, and now we are saying that 2 and 3 are also the factors. Another way to make it is the third way, that we can make it as we can have two rows and three columns. Okay. Here are two rows and three columns. Okay. So we can write this as 3 multiplied by 2. Okay. This is equal to 6. So that we have earlier also seen here itself, that 2 and 3 are the factors. So 2 and 3 are the factors from here also. What another way can be there? There can be fourth one, and it can be lined up in a row. Okay. So only one row and six columns. Okay. So it can be written as 6 multiplied by 1. Okay. So this is equal to 6. So 6 is a factor and 1 is a factor. So finally what we can say, that 6 has 1 2 3 6 as factors. Okay. So what are the factors? If we define what are the factors of any number, okay. So factor of any number is an exact divisor of that number. Okay. What are the factors? Factor of a number is exact divisor. What is the meaning of exact divisor? We'll explain here. Exact divisor of that number. Exact divisor here means if you divide any number, okay, then no remainder is coming. Okay. So that will be the exact divisor. For example, if 6 is divided by 3, we are getting 3. 6 is divided by 2, we are getting 3. There is no remainder. So this 2 is dividing 6 by 3. Okay. So we are getting 3 here. So it is exactly dividing. For example, we are dividing 10 by 2. What we are getting? 5. So So 2 is dividing exactly to 10 without any remainder. So whatever the means, if there is a remainder, that is not exact divisor. So this is the meaning of exact divisor here. Okay. So if you want to factor anything, you need to divide number by means numbers, and those will be the factors of the that number. Okay. Now we will see that there are some properties also of these factors. So first of, we will start with one by one. What are the properties of the factors of number? Properties of factors. Okay. We'll start with one by one. Okay. So what are the properties? First property, each number will have factor as 1, because any number can be divided by 1 without any remainder. Okay. So first property will be there. 1 numeric 1 is a, what it is? It is a factor of every number. Okay. Every number. Okay. For example, uh, factor of 3 is 1 multiplied by 3. Okay. Means 1 and 3 are the factors. Okay. So 1 is always there. Suppose you want to find out the factor of 5. Sorry, you want to find out the factor of 6. Okay. So what will be the factors? 1, 2, 3 and 6. From these numbers, 6 can be exactly divided. So 1 is always there. Okay. So 1 is always there. So this is the first property of the factors. Okay. Second is, every number can be divided by number itself. Okay. Any number means, for example, let's first write it. Every number is a factor of itself. Okay. Itself means its own. Okay. So for example, 6 can be divided by 6 without any means remainder. Okay. Any number, you take any number and divide it, you will get 1. Okay. So each number, every number can be divided by itself, therefore every number is factor of itself. Okay. So any number which cannot be divided by any other number, that can be divided by 1 and the number itself. So if any number doesn't have any other factor, then the number itself and 1 will be the only factor that it will have. Okay. Now we'll have the third property. Okay. So every factor of a number is exact divisor of that number, that we have just explained you. Okay. Now now the third one is that every factor that we have already explained you, every factor will be exact divisor of that number. Means that what we have explained here now, that 6 factor of 6 will be 1, 2, 3 and 6. If you divide from any of these to 6, then that will be exactly dividing 6 without any remainder. Okay. This is the meaning that we are talking about. Okay. And now we'll come to the fourth property, that is every factor is less than or equal to the given number. Okay. So every factor, we'll explain it now. Every factor is less than or equal to the given number. Okay. Given number. So any number that it is talking about, means we have taken the example as 6. So what they are talking about, that no factor of this number can be greater than 6. Okay. factor cannot be greater than 6. Okay, factor can never be greater than 6. It will be always less. Okay, any factor will be less than equal to 6. Okay, this is what they are talking about. Okay, so any number cannot have more than its value as a factor. For example, 13 is there. The factor of 13 can never be greater than 13. Okay, so this is what they are talking about. Okay, because any factor cannot have that. Okay, so now coming to fifth properties. Okay, so what is fifth property? That number of the factors of a given number are finite. Okay, number of factors. Number of factors. Why? Because any number which is finite can have finite number of factors only. Okay, number of factors of a given number can be can have finite number of factors. Finite number of factors. Okay, so what does this mean? That if any number is there, for example, we are having the number as 18. Okay, so it cannot have infinite factors. There will be finite number of factors. For example, for this one, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 6 and 9 and 18. Okay, so these are the factors of 18. Means these numbers can exactly divide 18. Okay, without any remainder. Okay, so it means that there are finite number of factors. How many factors are there here? 6 factors. Total 6 factors are there which can divide 18. Okay, exactly without any remainder. Okay, fine. So it means there are finite number of factors of each number. The number can be as large as you think of, but that will have the finite number of factors because it cannot be infinite. Okay, if number is not infinite, then the number of factors will also be finite. Although it may be difficult to find out any the factors. Suppose you are writing a number like 6, 4, 2, 2, 3, 9, 4, 5, 2. Maybe number is like this, but it will have some finite numbers. Maybe thousands factors may be there, but it will have finite numbers. Okay, it can never be infinite number. Okay, so you need to remember this. Okay. Okay, so now sixth property is there. What is sixth property? Sixth property is there that every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to that number. So every multiple, okay, every multiple. We'll explain it. Every multiple of a number will be greater than or equal to that number. Okay, equal to that number. So what does this mean? Every multiple of every number. Okay, so for example, number is a, so multiple of a means 2a, 3a, 4a. Okay, so each of these will be greater than a or equal to. Okay, so for example, let's take a number as 5. So multiple of 5 will be 5, then multiplied by 2 10, multiplied by 3 15, and then so on. So each of these numbers will be either equal to, as equal is 5, or greater. So all are greater. So a multiple means multiplying by 1, multiplying by 2, multiplying by 3, 4, 5, and so on. If you multiply by these numbers to any numbers, then those numbers will be either equal to, they will be equal to when it is multiplied by 1, or they will be greater if they multiply by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So this is the property that we were talking about. Okay. Now, if we talk about the multiples, so number of multiple of any number can be infinite. Okay. This is the seventh property. Okay. So number of multiples. Multiple means these that where we talking about. These can be infinite. Okay. Of any number. The number of multiple of a given number is infinite. Why it is infinite? Because let's take any number as 2. So if you multiply, if you want to find out the multiples of this number, you first multiply 1, then 2, then 3, then 4 and 5. There is no end here. Okay, so you can keep on multiplying to till infinite. Okay, infinite doesn't have any value, so we say it as infinite. So number of multiples will be infinite. Okay, infinite. You got the point? So this is the seventh property. Okay, now the eighth property. Eighth property is that every number is a multiple of itself. Okay, every number is multiple of itself. Multiple of itself. That we have already explained that if you have any number a, then it is a multiple of a itself. Okay, a itself. For example, this is 3, so it is a multiple of itself. Means 3 multiplied by 1, so this is a multiple of 3 itself. Okay, there is nothing much to explain over here. Okay, now we will have some examples to solve before going to the exercise 3.1. So we'll take up the exercise 3.1 in the next chapter, but we'll solve few examples over here. So example number 1. What is example number 1? Example number 1, it is write all factors. Write all the factors of 68. Okay, so let's find out all the factors. So 68 can be multiple of 68 and 1. So we found 2 here. Okay, now 68 can be factor of 2 multiplied by 34. Okay, sorry, this is 68. So 68 can be now this is 34. Just a minute, let me correct it. This is 34 and this is 68. Okay, now 68 can be the factor of 4 multiplied by 17. Okay, so now this cannot be factored, means more. So all the factors are 1, then 2, then 4, then 17, then 34, and then 68. So how many factors we have? We have 6 factors. 6 factors are there. Okay, now we'll solve the example number 2. Example number 2. Example 2. So what is example 2? Find the factors of 36. Find the factors of 36. Okay, so its solution is solution. So we'll first of all find out the factors of 36. Factor of 36 is 36 multiplied by 1. So 36 and 1 are already the factors, so nothing to worry. Let's find out another one. Okay, so let's take 2 from here. Okay, and 2 multiplied by 18. Okay, fine. Now again 36 is equal to 4 multiplied by 9. Okay, and another factor can be 36 equal to 6 multiplied by 6. So how many factors we have? We have 1, then we have 2, then we have 4, then we have 6, then we have 9, and then we have 18. Okay, so and 36 itself. Okay, not to forget. So how many factors are there? 4 and 7. Okay, 7 factors total. 7 factors, because all these numbers can divide 36 exactly without any remainder. Okay, these are the exact divisors. Okay, so now we'll come to exercise example number 3. Example number 3. What is example number 3? Right, first 5. Okay, first 5 multiples. First 5 multiples of 6. Multiple means to multiply starting from 1. Okay, so if you want to find the multiples, how many? First 5. Okay, so it means first 5 means we need to start from 1 till 5. Okay, so 6 multiplied by 1, sorry, 6, this is the first multiple. Okay, this is the first one. Then 6 multiplied by 2, this is 12, this is the second multiple. Then 6 multiplied by 3, this is equal to 18, this is the third multiple. Okay, 6 multiplied by 4, this is equal to 24, this is the fourth multiple. Okay, now 6 multiplied by 5, this is 30, this is the fifth multiple. Okay, so what we can write here, as all the multiples as 6, all this one will write at one place: 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. So these are the first 5 multiples of 6. Okay, I think you got my point and understood the chapter fully as introduction, and we'll solve the exercise 3.1 in the next our video, and you will get the idea how to solve each and every exercise question of the exercise. Okay, we'll solve each and every questions of the exercise. Okay, fine. So we'll meet again. Thank you.